Hello, everyone. Alone is back. 2 episodes this week. So, tonight was Alone episode 8 of season 11. Day 35 of the 4 contested journey. And winter has come. Snow's on the ground. It snowed completely 24 hours straight from day 31 to day 32. Timber showed up to his journey of the 35 days. And mice have gotten inside of his food cache to store some of his moose meat. Yeah, it showed a big strip of the moose meat, and there was like a lot of bites around it, so he's not happy about that. So he's made a second food cache, which took him a couple days to build. And what made this one mice proof was he took the moose hide and put that inside the food cache and storing the meat on top of the hide. So he's that way, if mice gets through underneath, it can't chew its way through the thick hide. So he's now storing his moose meat and fish meat in the cache. One of the days there, he went to check his food cache, just make sure nothing's gotten into it, and marten was around it. And it's illegal to kill martens where they're at. They're at Delta River, McKenzie this season. So he scared it off by using his beer ammo, which is like kind of like a cap gun going off to make a big popping noise to scare the marten away. He's a hopefully no bear show up because I just used up all my ammo. That was funny. Then he went and checked his fish lines, and now that the river frozen over, his fish line broke because of the cold ice and that. So he pulled that out of the ice and just stored all his pike fish in the food cache now. And now he's realized he has made a mistake in his shelter. He all this first 34 days before winter's come, he has had the campfire outside of a shelter. Now that it's getting colder out and that, he started a campfire inside of a shelter, realized when he built the shelter, he forgot to make an exit point for the smoke to go out of. So he had to quickly leave the shelter because he was then on getting inhalation of smoke and that. So it's like, great, now what am I going to do? So he's got to come up with a way to have excess tunnel stuff made so the smoke can get out of his shelter. Dub showed up at his journey. That poor guy saw a moose cross the lake again, folks, and he waited, and he made some moose calls, and he waited, and that moose did not fall for it, and it stayed on the other side of the river. He's like, I could kill it, shoot him a bow and arrow, so that's going to be across the river. I'm going to have to drag it through the water onto my side of the river and drag him all back in my campsite. He's already killed on my side, where I'm at, so that way it's last travel, last haul, and all that to do. So he said, maybe, hopefully, third time's the charm. So then he checked his gill net, caught 3 awesome-sized pike fish. That was awesome. So he's like, there, got enough fish meat to keep me going for a few days. A few days, like that, to me, that would keep me going for a few weeks, but okay. Then he was checking his rabbit snares, no luck, so then he found a fresh beaver sign. So as he was making his beaver trap, he accidentally fell in the icy cold water. Quickly got out of it to risk hypothermia, took his boots off, dumped the water out of that, and quickly boogiered his way back to camp to get the fire going, to get warm. And as he was getting paranoid of hypothermia, he ended up going around a circle, came back right where he started, and it took him about an hour to get back to campsite. Took his clothes off, got the fire going inside the shelter, and stayed there for a full day just to warm up. So hopefully, nothing happened. Because of the whole going back around in a circle and that, taking him an hour to get back to shelter there. Because he said I could have started a campfire at the edge of the lake, but he forgot his fire starter kit back at the shelter, so that was a mistake he made. Sarah showed her journey. She's not catching no fish, she ain't getting no meat, no rabbit or nothing. But she said it's okay. Inside of her shelter, she's got like a little wooden chest made that's got berries, mushrooms, vegetables, plants stored. So she said that's good to keep me for the winter. And that's all it showed for her journey. William, he's mad because the latest food cache she had set up, which is it was leaning over a bent tree, so he thought no animals could climb the tree or get below it, and a marten got on hold of it and ate half the food that was in the cache. So as he checked his beaver net on day 34, he killed a beaver. Nice sized beaver. and he ate some of the beaver meat up, and he decided to store the hide and the rest of the meat and the fat, which will help great when the cold temperatures come. So he made a new food cache. This is cache attempt number 4, folks. And this one's going to fail as well, because all he did was he took rocks, made a circle around it, took a spruce branch, put it between the rock, inside of like the pile of rocks there, put the beaver meat right on top of the spruce branch, not even in a knapsack or nothing. Then put another spruce branch on top of it. Now, what are you thinking? Do you think to put rocks on top of that to keep it secure? Nope, he just left it there. He's there, he said. No animals should be able to get up over those rocks, get on top of that spruce branch, and get into that beaver meat. Pretty sure it's going to happen. Because he's not having very... I don't know how he's still doing it, folks. How he's still there. Because he's making all these food caches, but unlike timber, he's not making them animal-proof at all, right? And that's all showed of his journey. So there you have it, folks. Episode 8 in. We still got 4 contestants. We're on day 35 now. Winter's come. Snow's hit the ground. Dub's trying to get that moose. He also fell in the icy cold water. Something gonna happen to him. Is Sarah gonna be able to make it out, make it through with just relying on plants and the berries and mushrooms and that she has stored up? What about William? Is he gonna be lucky and win this season? I don't think he's gonna be the one to win it. And Timber, what's he gonna do now? He's got this nice shelter made up, but he forgot about when he moved the campfire aside to have an exit for the smokes. Now he's got to come up with something quick for that. He's saying, I got to put a hole in my shelter or build like a rock tunnel chimney thing to have the smoke come out for there. I think that's what he's probably going to end up doing, is making the rock chimney thing, which everybody else does on the seasons. There you have it, folks. Season episode 9 is going to be later on this week. I think it's on Thursday night, so stay tuned for that review. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet, bye.